me say this. What am I saying? Uh, sorry. We're moving on to the next story and this one's a doozy. Okay, this one's a good one. We love to see it. Our problematic fave, George Santos, Congressman George Santos, best liar of all time, has been caught in his web of lies and has been indicted on 13 different counts. Okay? I believe those counts have been unsealed, so we're going to look at that. You can buy Tucker Carlson playing cards and golf balls. Oh my God, that's so funny. Like, he knows his audience so well. So let me talk a little bit about, so if you don't know who George Santos is, he was somebody who got elected to Congress, okay, in the last election cycle. Slowly, after he got elected, more and more of the things that he has said about his life have been revealed to be a lie. Okay? He talked about working at like top tier financial firms, multiple. It was a lie. He never worked there. He talked about playing volleyball in college. Never went to that college, never played volleyball. What else did he talk about? I'm sorry, there's so many good ones. I'm trying to save the best ones for last. His name, first of all, his name's George Santos, but a lot of people know him as Anthony DeValder, which is a totally different name. And when that one came out, he just said that his name was George Anthony DeValder Santos. He was in a few movies too, right? I think so. He said at one point that he had grandparents that escaped the Holocaust and that he was Jewish, which is not true. He also said that his mom died in one of the towers on 9/11. His mom is alive and was never in the towers on 9/11. He just said a lot of stuff. He's a conservative. He talks a lot about being anti-drag. Like he is pro anti-drag bills, but then it came out that he actually had performed drag multiple times before. There's pictures of it. So let's get into we're gonna get into there's a couple CNN videos that we need to watch about it. The first one's gonna give us a little more information on what's going on.
CNN's Bryn Gingras is live outside the courthouse on Long Island. Bryn, what are you hearing?
Okay, well, CNN is so fucking quiet. They're so dog shit, dude.
Yeah, we're just hearing, John, that George Santos is in custody and this indictment has been unsealed. I want to give you some quick details as we're going through the paperwork. He is charged on a 13-count indictment. According to those court documents, the charges include 7 counts of wire fraud, 3 counts of money laundering, 1 count of theft of public funds, and 2 counts of making materially false statements to the House of Representatives. Again, we're just getting
Jesus Christ.
Unsealed. We're hearing that Santos
what the hell?
Inside the federal courthouse.
What's up, Thierry? How are you?
Here behind me, and he has been arrested on these charges, and of course we're learning that he will see a judge later today, very likely on these charges, but we are still going through that paperwork to get the details of these counts. Again, though, 13-count indictment just unsealed, including wire fraud, money laundering, theft of public funds, and 2 counts of materially false statements to the House of Representatives.
Bro has been going wild.
All right, Bryn Gingras for us outside the courthouse. Bryn, thank you very much. We'll let you dig through this indictment more as more details become public. Thank you very much.
Indicted, now it is unsealed, and now he is in custody. Wire fraud, LA money laundering, theft of public funds. What do you make of that?
So we have not seen the...
I'm glad that you get to go to the doctor tomorrow. Hopefully that will help you out. I hope that helps you. I'm doing all right. Just work today. We're going over some funny news, funny to me news.
the actual indictment yet, but based on that description from Bryn, let's sort of run through generally what these statutes are. Wire fraud is a very broadly used statute that basically says to steal anything from anybody by lying to them. The wire part just means you did it over the internet or the phone, something that's always going to apply. Excuse me. So this is...
He took, yeah, okay, so with the COVID stuff, that is one of the things that he is being indicted for. I don't know if this has any of those details. I think maybe eventually they'll get to it. But yeah, when they were giving out money, the stimulus checks for unemployed people during COVID, he gave the government false information so he could receive those checks. He got the relief funds and then voted against them. Wait, do you have an article you're reading that from? That's so fucking boss. God, this guy is such a piece of shit, dude. It's so great. Oh my God.
It's going to apply to some sort of fraud whereby George Santos presumably took money from somebody else by lying to them. Then we have money laundering. Now that means taking the proceeds, the money that you stole, and hiding it somehow, trying to conceal it from investigators. Then we have theft of public funds. Now that's
just the noggin? Okay, gotcha.
Not only did he steal money from some private individual, but it would have to be some sort of public money, some sort of federal or state governmental money. So
that will be the COVID money.
What that is about. And then finally, making materially false statements to the House of Representatives. This is what we were talking about, I think, before, Sarah, that you have to make certain campaign-related disclosures to the House. Of course,
okay, we need details. Hold on, I'm going to find an article really quick. George Santos indictment details. It's all been unsealed, so New York Times got something. But I'm going to post this video on YouTube, so every fucking conservative ghoul that wants to come into my comment section is going to go, New York Times is not trustworthy. It's like, God, can you please? Okay. Oh, I can't read this shit. Let's see. Relevant individuals and entities. That's not what I need. As a part of a scheme to defraud, the defendant George Anthony DeValder Santos, direct person number one, to solicit contributions to company number one from prospective contributors via emails, text messages, and telephone calls. In furtherance of those efforts, DeValder Santos arranged for the creation of an email address associated with a company. This is so fucking shit. Can you give me the fucking rundown? God, losers. Here, come please, like... I'll fix it next time. Here we go.
Breaking news.
Good afternoon. I'm Dana Tyler. Breaking news here on CBS 2 and CBS News New York. Congressman George Santos has pleaded not guilty to federal charges in a United States district courtroom on Long Island. He was released on $500,000 bond. Here's a live look outside the courthouse in central Islip, where the congressman representing parts of eastern Queens and northern Nassau County was arraigned just moments ago. The 34-year-old surrendered himself earlier this morning, where he was arrested. The indictment has been unsealed. Here's a look at what the embattled first-term representative is facing. George Santos is charged with 7 counts of wire fraud, 3 counts of money laundering.
Okay, they're not going to go into details. Let me see. Here we go. It's in the article. Why even let him on bail? Because they're always going to let these fucking ghouls on bail. Santos allegedly spent money on himself. The indictment alleges that Santos got money by fraudulently inducing supporters to contribute funds to Company One under the false pretense that the money would be used to support his candidacy. However, prosecutors alleged Santos actually spent thousands of dollars of the solicited funds on personal expenses, including luxury designer clothing and credit card payments, as well as a car payment, payments on personal debts, and one or more bank transfers to his personal associates. Bro, you can't buy designer clothing with your campaign funds. Come on. He's paying his bills. He's paying his credit card payments, his debts. Santos allegedly lied to donors about their contributions. The indictment also alleges Santos told a political consultant operating in Queens. Let me zoom in on this so that we can all see it and read it, okay? County and surrounding areas who acted on the behalf of the company to tell contributors false information about the company, including that it was a 501c4 social welfare organization or independent expenditure committee, like a super PAC and other and that their donations would be spent on television advertisement and other independent expenditures, in spite of the fact that the company was neither of those things and that Santos converted most of those funds into his own personal benefit. Donors were told there were no limits for contributors and did not coordinate directly with the Santos campaign. According to the indictment, neither of those things were true. I may be wrong about voting against it, but he was a co-sponsor of Protecting Taxpayers and Victims of Unemployment Fraud Act. Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh, this guy rules, dude. Santos allegedly fraudulently received COVID unemployment benefits. This is one of the funniest ones. He's like, yeah, I'm also on unemployment. I'm getting free money from people that are contributing to my campaign, spending it on luxury designer clothing, and I'm also on unemployment. Oh my God, dude. Come on. Let's go. Okay, the indictment also alleges Santos fraudulently applied for unemployment benefits under the CARES Act, which was enacted to provide relief to those impacted by the COVID pandemic. The indictment alleges that Santos applied for unemployment benefits in June 2020, claiming he had been unemployed since March of that year. Santos allegedly sought the unemployment benefits despite being a regional director at an investment firm that was paying him a salary of $120,000 a year. He allegedly received $24,755 in unemployment benefits between March 2020 and April 2021. Oh my God, dude. What a monster. George Santos comes back from bail acting like someone else, like Nicholas Rossi. Yeah, he's been replaced. Santos allegedly made false statements to Congress. I forgot about the Nicholas Rossi shit. I saw the update the other day where he's pretending to be like a British guy. Anyways, Santos allegedly made false statements to Congress. The indictment alleges Santos also made false statements in his financial disclosures required for his run for Congress. The indictment further alleges that in an amended financial statement to the House Ethics Committee, he made additional false statements about his income. Santos is accused of wire fraud for allegedly sending emails and text messages that made false claims while seeking donations. He is also accused of unlawful monetary transactions over $10,000. British. His office has not returned calls for comment, but he made a promise to CBS New York's political reporter Marcia Kramer on The Point this past weekend. I won't debate what the investigation entails until it's concluded. I'll come back on your show and give you a full detail of it, Santos said. Even if convicted of a crime, he can only be removed from office if 2/3 of the House of Representatives vote to expel him. So he's not going to get removed. That's so fucking funny, though. Come on. Like, that's great. What the? He's just doing these monstrous things. He's like, yeah, I'm just on unemployment, making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like he's on his grind. He's on his grind set is what it is. What a cluster. Yeah, he's on his full grind set. He's on his full fucking grind set. Hold on just a second. I think I think I messaged myself a couple of pretty good videos about this. No. Maybe I didn't. That's fine. So yeah, that's pretty bad. There's also a article that I found that came out. Hold on. Today. Okay. And I haven't read it yet. But it's also about George Santos. Okay. And it's pretty funny. Let's see. There is reason to believe that George Santos's treasurer does not exist. Alpha moves. There is reason to believe that George Santos's treasurer does not exist. You said some TikToks for later, unrelated to politics? Hell yeah, we'll do TikTok reacts. Let's go. There is reason to believe that Representative George Santos' treasurer does not exist and that Santos's committees are violating the law by raising and spending money without a treasurer, according to a complaint filed today by Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington with the FEC. Bruh. Yeah, this is breaking news here. Andrew Olson, Santos' listed treasurer, is not and has not been identified as a treasurer to any political committee outside of those connected to Santos. No one asked about it appears to know Olson, including those knowledgeable of political committee treasurers and New York Republican politics. His listed address on the FEC forums is the former address of Santos's sister. He has not responded to any attempts to contact him through the means provided in the FEC filings. Bro, he's not even trying. He's like, he used his sister's old address. Bro, just pick a random house that's not related to you, weirdo. Oh my God, he's his own treasurer. Given his struggles with the truth, much about Representative Santos remains a mystery, but there's no bigger mystery than his treasurer, Crew President Noah Bookbinder said. No one can seem to find Andrew Olson. If he does not exist, it would be an extreme abuse of our campaign finance system, one the FEC should not permit. He literally has not been truthful in any manner. None. He has lied about everything. It's fucking wild. After Santos's original treasurer, Nancy Marks, quit, his political operation listed Thomas Dottweiler as her replacement. Dottweiler, however, said he was not the treasurer and that the signatures attributed to him were not authentic and was replaced on filings by Olson. Without a treasurer, Santos is legally prohibited from raising and spending money. So wait, he forged the signature of Dottweiler, and then when Dottweiler was like, I'm not his treasurer, he changed it to a fake person. This is so fucking awesome, dude. This is crazy. Oh my God. As we've seen, there are significant issues with Representative Santos's filings, Bookbinder said. His treasurer could be held liable for their accuracy. If there's not a treasurer to take responsibility, that undercuts our whole system of accountability. This must be immediately investigated. Earlier today, Santos was indicted on 13 counts by the Department of Justice, including on unrelated matters surrounding his campaign finance filings. So that is a new one. I don't think that has anything to do. They have the complaint here. I'm not going to read through that. It's dry. But it has nothing to do with the indictment. That's like a whole separate thing that the FEC is probably onto now, because the complaint is out there. They filed the complaint. He said he was in some episodes of Hannah Montana. Why would he say that? Oh my God, he's so awesome, dude. He's so awesome. This character he's made has lived the coolest fucking life. This character he's made is so awesome. It's great. Okay, so what does George Santos have to say about this? Well, you're in luck. No shit. He did a press conference. So we're going to watch it. It's 10 minutes long. Here we go.
You're in front of me. All right. We made it here. Look at this. All right. So I know you all have questions.
Come a little closer. Come a little closer.
I know you all have questions. I know that everybody's been waiting for the moment for me to come out and talk to
He
you.
looks like he is coming apart, dude. And the sweet life, and then some still reading. Oh my God, this is awesome.
Guys, look, this is the beginning of the ability for me to address and defend myself. We have an indictment. We have the information that the government wants to come after me on, and I'm going to comply. I've been complying throughout this entire process. I have no desire not to comply at this point. They've been gracious in there. Now I'm going to have to go and fight to defend myself. The reality is it's a witch hunt, because
It's a witch hunt.
It makes no sense that in 4 months, 5 months, I'm indicted. You have Joe Biden's entire family receiving deposits from nine family members.
Bro, they're booing him. They're booing him. He's like, oh, you haven't indicted Joe Biden. You're going to come after me, but not Joe Biden, and then everyone boos.
Receiving money from foreign destinations into their bank accounts. It's been years of exposing. A lot of you here have reported on them, and yet no investigation is launched into them. I'm going to fight. I'm getting back to that. I'm going to fight my battle. I'm going to deliver. I'm going to fight the witch hunt. I'm going to take care of clearing my name, and I look forward to doing that. Now, hold on.
What do you say to that?
I would like the opportunity for some of you guys to ask some questions in an orderly fashion, and we'll start right here. Go ahead, Rachel.
Why would you apply for unemployment benefits when you had a job making $120,000 a year?
Rachel.
Oh my God, this is going to be awesome.
This is part of my defense. This is inaccurate information, and I will get to clear my name on this. During the pandemic, it wasn't very clear. I don't understand where the government's getting their information, but I will present my facts.
Prosecutors say that you got over $20,000 in unemployment benefits, sir. How is that acceptable?
Ma'am, like I said, my employment was changed during the time. I don't understand where the government's coming from. I'll present my defense
And
to
one
that.
last
He's like, they're lying and I'm telling the truth. That's so good. She's like, you received unemployment benefits during the pandemic. And instead of saying, no, I didn't, I would never do that, I would never defraud the government that way, he says, they're lying and I am telling the truth. And I was actually unemployed during that time. Okay.
No, I gave you two. Go ahead.
What evidence do you have that they don't have?
I-
Because it's extensive.
Oh, I have plenty of evidence that we will now be sharing with the government in this case to make sure that I can defend my innocence.
Are you planning on running for re-election?
Yes, I am.
And why should anybody believe you now?
Well, like I said, I will prove myself innocent and then we'll move from there and re-elect.
Bro's gonna run for re-election to nobody. Nobody's asking for this. Hold on, he spent his own money on designer clothes and then the stimulus and unemployment made up the money I spent. Therefore, I spent my own money. He's so awesome. You know what? He just logicked us into a corner. He wins.
Election is a very far time away from now.
The $750,000.
Go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry for blocking. The $750,000. They said that you reported that wrongly. Do you have any comment to that?
Well, like I said, I will be giving them all, will be delivering all the finances of my company. I'm delivering all my finances to them to dispel their accusation against me.
And again, you will not resign.
I will not resign.
Congressman, did you take campaign donations and use that money to buy expensive suits?
No, I did not.
Do you think you'll win re-election?
That's not up for me to know.
No,
Elections are very
he will
tricky.
not.
It's up to the people. I trust them to decide what's best for them.
Congressman, you've admitted to lying in the past. What do you think will make people believe you this time around?
Well, look,
Like, I can't believe he's actually saying, he's like, yeah, I am running for re-election. It's like, bro, no one's voting for you. Nobody likes you. Your own party fucking hates you. And the only reason they haven't voted to dispel you is because they have a very, very slim majority in Congress right now. They have the Republicans have an extremely slim majority in Congress right now, and they can't afford to dispel him. That's the only reason why. And even then, some Republicans are like, yeah, we should dispel him. Even then, those ghouls are like, yeah, this is weird. We got to get rid of him. So, I mean, bro, you are not winning the re-election. I'm sorry.
Look, like I said, I've asked many times. I want to be judged by the work I do in the body, and I stay committed to that. Any more questions?
Are you headed to Washington now?
Yes, I am. I have to go back and vote. Tomorrow we have one of those consequential votes in this Congress, which is a border bill, and I'm very looking forward to being there to vote on it.
Speaker right now.
Well, I'm not going to address just the Speaker. I'll address leadership. I appreciate everybody's patience with my presence in Congress. As you know, the media has its ways of doing things, and I respect you guys. I've maintained good rapport with a lot of you guys. I've spoken with a lot of you guys, and I have the intention to continuing that open door. Some of you who are from the Hill know how to find me. Some of you here from the district don't have a hard time finding me. It's about keeping in line of communication. So I appreciate leadership for being patient at this time and for allowing the process to play out. I think this is about innocent until proven guilty. This starts. I have my right to fight to prove my innocence, as the government has a right to fight to try to find me guilty in whatever charges they
Why
want.
haven't you showed any documents to prove your innocence until now? Because you're being accused for a long time.
Well, because
Wait. No way, that's just a regular Italian guy. Somebody's trolling, dude. Somebody is trolling. Come on. It sounds like Filthy Frank. Hold on.
find me guilty in whatever charges they want.
I don't know if you guys heard that. I'm going to turn it up so you can hear it better. Hold on. My thing is loading. Hold on. I got to turn it up so you can hear it better.
Haven't you showed any documents to prove your innocence until now? Because you're being accused for a long time.
Well, the media is...
That was epic. Because you're being accused for a long time. It sounds like a Mario.
Not jury or the judge. So I will present that to the jurist and to the judge in this courthouse.
And to the Congress.
Well, if Congress requests it, I will present it to them as well.
So are you volunteering to trial? You won't negotiate a plea?
I'm feeling, look, it's hard.
Yes, thank you.
I'm addressing one of your colleagues here. I don't want to give the back of. So, as usual, Jody, I do my best to be a positive person. Life is already as bad as it gets.
Mamma mia.
So I'm fine.
You have been accused for a long time. Yeah, there's a lot of like cool PS1 games that people never really played.
I'm good. I believe I'm innocent. Yes, I do.
George, what was your reaction to present yourself with so many investigations and accusations?
Well, look, the way I look at it, I'll be a chairman of a committee in a couple of years if you just look at the standards of Congress. Look at the Senate.
George,
What?
Is there a bill that helps states recoup COVID money, yet you're being alleged that...
Well, it's alleged, right? So so are you accusing me, or are you going to allow the process to play itself and allow me to clear my name? That's my question to you.
George, Congressman,
Did you first learn about the charges against you, and also can you talk about the process of surrendering? Did they arrest you?
It was no. It was very amicable, very peaceful. These guys did a phenomenal job. we clearly came right under your noses and you didn't see us come in today. And now we're leaving, obviously. We're addressing you guys. Had all the intention of the world to be out here with you guys. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep fighting for what I believe in. I'm going to keep fighting to represent my district. I'm going to keep fighting to deliver results. And now I have to keep fighting to deliver, to defend my innocence. And I'm going to do that. And
Governor Hochul today said you should resign and put your district out of its misery. Will you do that?
Governor Hochul is entitled to her opinion. I don't represent her. She is not my constituent. So
I saw your face in court today, Congressman. I saw your face in court today. I saw your face. You looked. I'm gonna stand.
Go ahead.
You looked pretty stressed. When I saw you sit down and the judge first started speaking, what was going through your mind? What are you feeling after being in court today?
Well, when it's your first time in experiencing something of this nature, I think everybody would show some kind of stress, right? I quite frankly don't believe I was stressed. I did the best I could to just keep my composure. I was fine. But again, this has been an experience, for a book or something like that. So anyway,
What?
I appreciate you guys.
He's like, I'm thankful for this experience for my new book that's coming out, in which you can all purchase. And it's definitely a real book, and I will definitely be responsible with the money.
I appreciate you guys. Here's what we'll do. I will, guys, I will, you see, that is information you'll never get because that is the media's, your intention is to go harass them and make their life miserable. You're not getting that.
Wait, what?
You see, that, for a book or something like that.
Wait, what did they say that he's freaking out about right now? Hold on.
Sir,
anyway,
you have your fingerprinted and
I appreciate you guys.
How did you feel with
I appreciate you guys. Here's what we'll do. I will, guys, I will, you see, that is information you'll never get because that is the media's, your intention is to go harass them and make their life miserable. You're not getting that. All right, have a good one.
George, where's your husband?
You described George Santos as defiant there, coming out of the courthouse, having pled guilty to 13 federal charges. And he said in his words, I will keep fighting. He said he will not resign. He confirmed he's running for re-election, which he had announced before.
What did that reporter say that got him mad?
And notably, using terminology we've heard from the former president frequently, he described the charges in the investigation as a witch hunt.
Yeah, taking a page out of former President Trump, saying that this is a witch hunt, that this is political, saying he doesn't understand where the...
Let's be clear. He said it was a witch hunt because he was indicted before Joe Biden. He said it was a witch hunt because he was indicted before other people he thought deserved it more. He didn't say it was a witch hunt because he didn't do it.
Government got this evidence for 13 federal charges, federal counts of fraud, including 7 counts of wire fraud.
Bro, this guy spray paints his head. What the hell? How are we seeing the shiny through his hair?
3 counts of money laundering, 1 count of theft of public funds. He was asked a question about his employment status during COVID. He's alleged to have taken money from the federal government that was meant to help folks that lost their jobs because of
That's
the
so
pandemic.
awesome.
And he essentially said that he doesn't know where the government is getting their information, but that he intends to fight this and that he will prove his case in court by providing evidence.
And some of this, Evan, walk us through this. Some of this information.
By the way, we have one more video about George Santos after this, and it's the best one of the whole bunch. Okay, I'm super excited to watch it.
And that the government has, we were aware of because it's been aired in the press. Some of it has not been.
Some of it has not been. And the answer to Boris's question and what the congressman is asking, the place that the government got all of this information is from him, from the paperwork he filed himself.
That's a great point.
Okay, all of this,
it
is not a mystery. These documents right here detail what he filed in Congress, what he filed, to the Department of Labor in the state of New York, saying that he was unemployed when in fact he was getting money, a salary.
Bro, he's cooked.
Job.
He's fucking cooked. He has the paperwork. If the CNN guy has all the paperwork that proves that he's guilty, the courts definitely have it. He's cooked. What is he talking about?
This is paperwork. This is a paperwork case. And that's the problem for the congressman.
Which,
right?
by the way, is paperwork disclosures that all members of
All
Congress
members-
have. He was not singled out to fill
Right.
out these
No one told him.
requirements. Right.
No one told him to falsify this paperwork, and so that's the biggest problem for him. Is that this is not like a lot of indictments are based on sometimes secret sources at the FBI.
I don't really care about what they have to say. Can we watch Railroad Runners below this video? What? Oh, are you talking about Subway Surfers? Yeah, we should add Subway Surfers to the. I don't know how I would do that, but that would be funny. Well, actually, hold on. Well, I think I can figure this out. Okay, now if I do, hold on. There you go. We have Subway Surfers now to keep you entertained. Okay. We have one more George Santos video, okay? It might be the best one of them all. It's pretty short though. This is called The Lies of George Santos, and it is set to a vocal cover of Let It Go from Frozen by George Anthony DeValder Santos. Let's go.
Snow blows right on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like a swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I've Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. Cold never bothered me anyway.
Let's go. Let's go. Let it go. Let it go. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, hold on. I just want to no shit, the goddamn bed. Sorry. I wanted to copy the video URL. This person has like 0 subscribers and the video only has 160 views. And it's so fucking awesome. So there's that. If you guys want to subscribe or you want to add that to a playlist or something, because it's fucking awesome. Okay. Anyways, we're done with the George Santos talk. That is some hilarious stuff.